actually, I had 8 years clean at one point. So I relapsed at my 8-year mark, and I relapsed. I was still up in Shippensburg. I was actually a recovery specialist working at a rehab.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had my shit together. I was like a really big role model in the community. I would just say like, cause it was cool, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just what we did as kids, you know, or teenagers. I started smoking cigarettes and smoking weed. So that's what started it. Addiction was never like its thing, you know?
Right.
So I think I was like started smoking cigarettes around that age, but I graduated in 2011, and I broke my foot really bad after my graduation. I had a plate and like screws put in it. At this time, I was just smoking weed, you know. I had plans to go to college and whatever. So what ended up happening is I was prescribed Perk 5s, and it just wasn't. You know, I stopped taking them one day, and I felt like shit. And I knew what it was at that point, and I was withdrawing. Then it was heroin, which at that time was real heroin. You know what I mean? It wasn't fentanyl or any of this crazy stuff right now.
Right. What you think is in it now?
To be honest with you, whatever the fuck they want to put in it at this point.
At this point?
I already had major surgery on my arms. I almost had my arms amputated. Last year, not this past February, February prior, February 26th, I had a surgery on my arms because I got arrested. Now my arms, I don't know if you guys were out here that summer when everyone's flesh was like being ate by the dude. You remember that?
Yeah.
Look, I was a part of that, and like, I never took care of it for like a good 7 months. By the grace of God, I got arrested. And they took me in, and I don't even remember any of this. They said I was in such bad, like, I had such bad blood infection that I didn't even know my name. I was wearing someone's shoes that were like size 13, like, when I came into booking, and that was at my home jail, which is in Chambersburg. They got me on my warrants for violating probation. And it was so bad. They were like, we're gonna amputate them. They didn't even know what to do because they never seen anything like that. It was like big ass holes in my arm, plus it was nasty. I didn't realize how bad it was. It was like 107 pounds. It was bad. To be honest with you, this is crazy and hard to believe. But one of my clients tried to kill me. He was in love with me, and he broke in my apartment one night and duct taped me. Yeah. Duct taped my hands, my feet, my arms, put me in the trunk of a car. They was holding me hostage. And, you know, I realized even before that, like, I was handling everyone's problems more than my own problems, you know? It was a really tough job. You know, I was dealing with a lot of people that I already knew in the community, you know? But it was just, it was so, like, it made me really humble, and I learned so much, you know, about myself even. But, like, I guess even 8 years, being 8 years clean, like, I still had stuff to work on that I didn't even know. I seen this girl, she got $150, and they say that in prison, but $150 is when you get sliced in your face from here to here. Yeah, right behind me too, it happened with a box cutter. Old head that did it, like, she was like 60 years old, and she burned it for like $800. She came up like, what, bitch? Ta, ta, and she was like, right across her face. She's like this. Oh my God, and I just ran off the block because that shit was, whoo, crackheads. Yeah. Now she has a big scar. $150 is like basically like you're a rat or you're not supposed to fuck with the person. As many people as I met out here and on the YouTube, you don't even know, the YouTube channel, I had people from other countries that fuck with me heavy. Sorry for the language. But I would rather have friendship because I value that a lot. A lot. It should be about me getting clean. And it sounds selfish for me to say that, but I have to be like that at this point because I need to be true to myself. So that's probably why I freaked out and started being ignorant. But also, when you have other people in your ear, I was like, in the hospital, my arms, dude, oh my God, there's infection came out, infection went back in. The biggest thing is, these rehabs are such BS. I'm telling you, everyone thinks that it's so easy and it's not, because this horse tranq has no withdrawal protocol, first off. Second off, there's only so much that a hospital can do and only so much time they can keep you there. They do their best to find you a bed, but the problem is that I needed wound care daily. Like when I had my surgery back then, I had to go there and from the jail to see the nurse twice a day. So there's only 2 rehabs in Pennsylvania that have wound care. And some of the wound care is more intense, and my arms are better and then they get bad. And I just don't understand it. It's not going to get better unless I fully apply myself. But now I'm fucked completely because they cut my insurance because I have warrants. At the end of the day, this is so mentally draining, and being out here in the streets, like having your shit stolen like every week. It's like I don't want to go to rehab and be uncomfortable because I know I'll leave, so I don't want to waste anyone's time. Because that's more, I'll be more vulnerable to overdose, you know what I mean? So if I go in, I go for a couple of days, that's just like an oil change. I'll come out here OD immediately. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid at all, and that's the reason why I haven't moved forward to it. And nobody understands that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm just so fucking broken, I just don't know what to do. I've never experienced withdrawal like this in my entire life. Like, I swear to God, everything I love, if I can explain it. I'm still on my arms. I don't even know what to do. I had to put them up and down. Like, you can ask anyone here that has the wounds, dude. They have the same shit. Some people can't even wake up and not throw up. Like, it's bad. So, yeah, I have excuses. Because it's just fucking the worst thing I ever experienced in my entire life. I'm about to go to rehab. I ain't going in front with y'all anymore. I can't do this anymore. I overdosed just a little bit over a week ago. My homegirl, she saved my life, thankfully. I hit myself in an artery. She said I went in a full-blown seizure. I was screaming out of my mouth. I never had a seizure in my life. Yeah. She said that I went completely blue, dead, no pulse. She narcaned me. And I woke up out of it. And she's like, here's a blanket. Didn't say nothing else. I said, did she narcan me? She's like, I wasn't even going to tell you, but here we go. I went through it. Puking. I didn't know what to do with myself. I couldn't deal with my own self. They were trying to help me through it. And you can't like shoot dope again right away. You have to wait at least like an hour. And that was a rough hour. I want to kick it to the river. It's so cold out here. I was living in a room with a bunch of other addicts. Didn't work. We was fighting. We was all waiting till each other nodded out, sneaking each other's room, taking their drugs.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.